tempt their anger more may prove fatal to the last infant crying on the moor.
No, but rather they will praise your efforts to give everything you have and still more.
In what way give more than my own body, my own breath of life to the hot fires, and my flesh to the blow of Tyrannus?
My name is Leilani Ricardo, and I am a dancer slash actress slash teacher slash movement coach. I saw Christopher, who I've worked with before on other plays, had posted that he was holding auditions for a new play, and I clicked on what it was about, and it sounded kick-ass, so I showed up, and I auditioned. So I met Christopher working on another play called The Weaver of Ravela, which was another play that was sort of staged here locally. He was serving as the assistant director and the dialect coach, and I was the movement coach and the choreographer for the show. So as we started exploring, a lot of people in this play are playing both a regular sort of character and then also embodying a god or a concept of a Celtic god, or are aging long expanses of time. Like the druid goes through 28 years and we see her both at the beginning of the 28 years and at the end of the 28 years, and realizing that that's a lot to encompass and making those differences and distinctions in a character. As that sort of became a thing that became evident, we would have to explore. Christopher was like, hey, surprise, Leilani, next rehearsal you're running it and we're doing movement stuff. And I was like, okay, great. I guess you liked my work last time. Let's be gods. So I think from the perspective of what I can bring from movement, part of what it contributes is helps us with sort of it's a smaller space. We have a minimal budget for sets. We have very minimal budget for costumes. There's going to be a lot of pyrotechnics or special lighting designs. We're not going to see gods sort of appearing from a bolt of thunder and a flash of lightning. Or, well, there's actually thunder and lightning, but you won't sort of see thunder and lightning happening on stage. It's us, and it's our bodies, and it's the other sort of tools we have available to us. So it's felt like I've been able to really contribute in a meaningful way to help create another layer, another dimension, and really make it so that here's the reality, and this reality is set in this very specific time period, and people moved and interacted and experienced life in very different, very physical, very visceral ways, and making that a reality without having to be like, now everyone must wear skins. And conversely then having the difference between people in masks and headpieces and gods being present on stage, and how we can help tell the story physically through kinesthetic awareness of our own body and working together through movement. And it's been very interesting to sort of to access as a group, and being able to sort of guide, I would say more than like direct or lead, sort of guide everyone to finding that other place and that new way and new dimension of working with their bodies to create an entire other world. Everything about this particular play really excites me. It's one of the reasons why it's the kind of art that I look at and say, this is why I got into theater. This is why I got into dance. This is a brand new story by a locally born, raised, and educated playwright. It's a brand new work by a woman, which is a voice and a viewpoint that we don't hear very often. And not only is it a brand new, locally based, locally sourced work, it's exploring an entirely new culture for me. It's not one that I'm super well versed in. And it's all written in verse. It's something that's not Shakespeare, that's written in this beautiful, powerful meter.
Could she not do the likewise?
Are you all right, my lord? I heard voices. It sounded as if cries of horror, misery echoed from the stone walls of your chamber and shook at the very foundation.
If the gods have blessed their affection for each other with the gift of a child, perhaps the prophecy is incomplete.
Prophecies guide us, my young, noble man. They predict a future stagnant outcome. However, life is a constant spinning wheel that changes course with rough terrain. There are marks in the ground that are made by us, those made by others, and some nature.